What if golf's golden boy isn't as untouchable as we've been told? Scottie Scheffler, the quiet, surgical Texan, rose as the emblem of pro-PGA loyalty, while others chased LIV's guarantees. Officially, he stayed. Publicly, he praised the depth of PGA fields and spoke like a man anchored to tradition. Yet, in the seams of that spotless narrative, a rumor lodged itself and wouldn't move. A secret $5 million retainer. Saki, not a contract, not a logo, just money for not saying no, hey. No verified documents, no confirmed transfers, just vapor, screenshots that blinked into existence and out again, threads without archives, voices without names. Still, the idea scratches at the image until it stings, because it asks the question fans hate to face. Does loyalty have a price even when it isn't sold? To understand why this whisper grew teeth, look at the stage it walked onto. LIV. Through numbers so large they bent the market's gravity, the PGA Tour countered with designated events, swollen purses, and a hard reset of incentives. In that tectonic moment, the Tour needed more than winners. It needed a story. Scheffler delivered precisely that. World number 1. A major in the jacket bag, a brand of relentless consistency. No spectacle, no noise, just results. And into that quiet, the rumor crept, because silence is a vacuum, and vacuums invite stories. Fans wanted to hear what loyalty sounds like when a checkbook screams. Maybe it sounds like a closed-door conversation. Maybe like a careful, let's keep talking. Maybe it makes no sound at all. The career arc fed the myth. In 2022, Scheffler's ascent felt ballistic. Win, 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 green jacket. Then later, the players. A killer without a pose. The portrait said, he stayed because principle weighs more than money. The counter-narrative answered, men like that aren't paid to bolt. They're paid for time. A neat device called a non-binding retainer. $5 million to leave a door cracked, nothing more. No starts required, no team colors, just a line that stays open. The evidence was digital smoke. Wow, blurry PDFs off, emails with signatures too clean to trust, posts that dissolved, accounts that vanished. For some, coincidence. For others, cleanup. When the dust settled, there was nothing court-worthy, no bank trail, no on-record source, no authenticated contract, only smoke. And smoke can be a chimney or a fog machine. Impact followed anyway. Comment sections turned into cold cases. People parsed travel patterns, training upgrades, sponsor money. Was there a fractional jet share? Did new high-end setups in Texas appear faster than prize money and bonuses alone could explain? Pattern hunters saw signals. Skeptics saw pareidolia. Reality sits in the middle. Purses, bonus pools, and endorsements can flip lifestyles without any secret wires. But stories don't live on ledger sheets. They live on dissonance. And nothing breeds dissonance like a moral poster suddenly haunted by a shadow. Why does that shadow linger? First, incentive asymmetry. LIV's fixed guarantees are loud and visible. Negotiations are quiet and invisible. The unseen feeds rumor. Second, symbol logic. The more a league elevates a player into its poster child, the more valuable even his maybe becomes to the rival. Third, fan psychology. In a split ecosystem, people search for hidden levers to explain a world that suddenly spins differently. A retainer for non-commitment feels like a sleek tech hack applied to a traditional sport, clinical, efficient, plausible. Plausibility isn't proof, but it's sticky. There's also the counterweight that won't budge. Verified. The PGA Tour's response was systemic. Not centered on one player, bigger purses, a reshaped calendar, new incentive structures. Verified. Scheffler repeatedly voiced pro-PGA positions, praised field strength, and suggested the split's consequences sat with those who left. Not verified. That he took money for mere willingness to listen. Nudge. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. So far, none has surfaced. Yet the rumor matters for a reason that goes beyond Scheffler. It flips the moral geometry of modern sport. If a league ever pays a star not to commit, just to avoid closing a door, then loyalty becomes an asset class. Not simply a virtue, but a line item with a price. That possibility unsettles purists because it reframes the PGA's high ground. If even the cleanest face of the tour has a hypothetical number, the story shifts from principles versus poachers to options versus optics. Options are the currency of modern careers. Optics are the cost. And this is where the myth draws its power. It doesn't need receipts to sting. It only needs what every fan recognizes in quieter moments, that careers are negotiated in the gray, not painted in absolutes. A retainer for not yet is the perfect gray. It explains everything without proving anything. It turns certainty into suspense. It converts a steadfast no into a marketable maybe. Still, elegance is not evidence. Without verifiable primary sources, the 5 million tail remains a mirage over hot asphalt. Push into the forensics and you hit the usual fences. Metadata can be spoofed, signatures cloned, senders masked. In an economy where screenshots are treated as affidavits, presentation often beats verification. That's the trap. And the exit is simple. No authenticated contract, no traceable transfer, no on-record confirmation means the claim stays in conditional tense. Does that make the conversation pointless? Number. It exposes how thin the membrane is between principle and pragmatism. LIV shifted the payoff matrix with guarantees. The PGA altered structure and scale to compete. Players stand between two stories, their market selves debated in public while their private selves stay silent. Scheffler is a perfect projection screen because his golf looks incorruptible, measured, repeatable, emotionless in the best sense. A spotless canvas makes any smudge look enormous. So where does that leave the audience? With two truths and a question. Truth 1. Scheffler is, in public record and competitive reality, a PGA loyalist who wins without theatrics. Truth 2. The PGA's counterattack was broad and structural, not tailored to one man. The question, is loyalty still a virtue when it lives inside a system that pays for optionality? If a retainer for not yet ever existed for anyone, it wouldn't just buy time. It would rewrite definitions. Until someone produces a document that survives real scrutiny, this story is speculation. Sticky, cinematic, effective, but still speculation. Maybe rivals floated it to dull a spotless image. Maybe board timelines inflated it to fill silence. Maybe, somewhere, there's a drawer with papers that will see daylight. Until then, the cleanest conclusion is the coldest. In the absence of evidence, a rumor is a rumor. Scheffler plays. He wins. He speaks carefully. The tour evolves. And the marketplace keeps testing where principles end and prices begin, which circles back to the only question that matters to fans and to the sport. If even Scottie Scheffler could be tempted, is anyone truly beyond reach? Or do we all just have different numbers and different